Hey, this is Wendy with Next Level Board Games, and today we're going to unbox Dice Miner, a game by Joshua Dabanis and Nikola Risteski. Please forgive me if I mispronounced your name. I'm doing the best I can. So, this game is published by Atlas Games, and I'm going to guess it has a whole bunch of custom dice. We're about to find out what's inside. So first, let's pop the plastic. Playing hard to get. There we go. Cool artwork on the front. All right, let's see what's inside. So first we have, looks like the rule book. Oh, looks pretty small. That doesn't seem like it's going to be very hard at all. I'm not really sure how the scoring works in this, so that's going to be interesting. But looks pretty easy to follow. Pictures, I love when they put pictures in there so I can kind of understand what they're talking about. It helps reinforce what the images stand for. That's always really helpful, so thank you for that. Solo miners, okay, solo game, that's nice. And then looks like these are probably going to be the people, the miners, right? Each miner. Engineer, oh, I know who that's going to in our group. Alchemist, Dragon Slayer, I know where that's going. It's funny how you have people in your group that gravitate to the same things, right? I'm just as bad. I always want to play a female character. I'm like, where's the female characters sometimes? Not in this game. There's a couple. So, yay for that. Then we've got our little mountain. Oh, something to put together. That's not necessarily something I'm good at. Let's see if we can figure this out. And then I'll fast forward through it for you. And ta-da! And this is exactly why I don't make you watch me put things together, because it takes me forever. I don't know why that seemed harder than it was. It's really not that hard. Okay, cool little bag for the dice, I'm going to assume. Let's see, I'm not exactly sure, but I would suspect. And this must be for a player game. So the one thing I do know about this game, so kind of some cool artwork around the sides, right? Same on two sides, okay. It's 3 rounds. There's only 3 rounds for this game, so that's kind of showing right here. And these are going to be how you're going to do your totals. I'm not exactly sure how the scoring works. I just know that there's only 3 rounds, and we're going to, oh yeah, player 1, 2, 3, 4. See, that makes sense. That we'll be tracking along on here as we go. So these look like maybe these are dice that everyone has access to. I'm not really sure. There's a whole bunch. I know that this game, so the premise is you're miners, and there used to be dragons attacking them, and they eventually fought off all the dragons, and they live above land. Now the dragons have come back, and they're basically going back under the mountain. But while they were above ground, they were beer makers, so hence the little beer mugs on the dice. Don't know how well you can see that, so let me... Here's a bunch of them. Let's see. And then player dice, I'm assuming these have to all have the same... Maybe not. Okay, maybe it's not. Maybe these aren't based on players. These are all different, so... don't know exactly how these work. I assume that these were based on player, but they're all very different, so... I guess I'll have to play to find out. Read the rules. These ones... There's a beer mug. Have not too many things on them. A little bit different than these. The black ones have sort of like flaming tennis balls. I'm going to assume that's not what they are, but it kind of was what made me think of what that little icon made me think of. Let's see what else we've got. These are cool. What a cool color. Also beer steins on this one too. Some other little things. Looks like almost like stars or something. I'm definitely going to have to read the book because I really don't know how this game works. And then now, oh, we got a pickaxe and a shovel. That's going to be super helpful. Maybe a shield from an attack, probably. I'm not sure what the P's are. Again, beer steins. So this is all some of all the dice. I don't know if looks like there's some dice drafting, so that could be kind of cool. So I don't know, I'm gonna guess maybe all the dice go in here and then you pull some out on your turn. I'm not really sure. I just know that like in the graphics they show these being built like this, and this is actually really kind of cool. Let me grab some of those white ones. How this fits on the mountain. Like, I'm literally just dropping this. Reminds me of Plinko. Literally just dropping them on, and they fit really well. So I'm not exactly sure how the scoring works or how the player turns work. But the little mountain is actually very cool. The way it's tilted back, the dice aren't going anywhere. They're very easy to put in there. They're easy to read which line they're on. And they're easy to see the different, all the icons. I have to say the color coordination is really good. This is probably the least contrasting, but even that I'm not really struggling with at all. But as far as contrast, oh, cool dragons. I just noticed that. So these are probably all the attack ones. These are going to be bad probably. But the contrast is really good. Right, so all the contrast is pretty good on all these, and I think that they'll be easy for all players to use and to be able to handle. So, kind of excited. Small little footprint with this game, right? Like, you just have your little, oh, more steins. You have your little player tokens, right? And I'm going to guess, I don't know what these are exactly. If you're going for something specific, maybe, or these are abilities. I'm not exactly sure yet because I haven't read the rules, but definitely small footprint game, probably pretty fast and kind of fun, and a little bit of luck with the dice drafting and dice rolling. So should be pretty fun. Anyway, this is everything that is in the Dice Miner game. Okay, so super quick update now that I've actually played Dice Miner. I probably couldn't have been further from accurate when I thought, oh, there's 4 different types of dice and maybe each player gets one aside from the regular standard dice, right? Not at all how this game plays. Instead, the mountain gets filled like this, and it happens 3 times, 3 rounds, and each player on their turn takes a dice. These are treasure dice, which have gems and things that get you points. These are tool dice, which help you do other things. These are the tunnel dice, or considered the tunnel dice, and you're trying to create a straight with those, but you have to start with at least a 1 to be able to count it. These are magic dice, which let you re-roll and do some things like that. And then these are hazard dice. So the hazard dice count against you as negative points unless you're able to get some of the tool dice, which negates those, turns them into positives. So you have to really be paying attention to what other people are taking. If they start taking these and you're thinking, phew, I didn't get stuck with it, but they've got tools that turn those into positive, they can kick your butt in this game. So yeah, so that's kind of how this game works. It's a lot different than what I thought it was. I thought, oh, 4 different dice. That's for each player. That's not all how it works. So basically you fill up the mountain, everybody picks the dice off, but you have to pick from the tops and the outside. You can't pick where it's going to make dice slide unless you pull one that has a beer mug on it, which, oh, here we go. Say I were to have this one in my hand, I could roll that, pass it to someone else, whomever I wanted. That would let me pull 2 dice, and I could actually pull, say, this magic right here. Otherwise, that's an illegal move. So that's pretty much just a quick recap how far off I was from how Dice Miner plays and how it actually plays. Thanks for watching Next Level Board Games.